It's time to kick off the action on Thanksgiving Day. Chicago's won 6 of the last 7 against Detroit as the Bears look to feast on the Lions once again. And it comes your way next.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand, ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old, and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And running with power here. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They run out of the gun with Swift. Escaping a tackler at the 25. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remain for second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 7.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so When they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means
touchdown! That's caught. T.J. Hawkinson, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's got the first.
Yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run.
Establishing things, seeing backs find holes, and they've been successful doing it.
This defense for the Bears, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Looking for, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance. Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's able to get it to the edge at the 20-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking with this big behemoth. Nice explosive run.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Brought down. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Williams is in for a Lions touchdown.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives are impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
From the gun, here's Swift.
A You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it with Williams. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On first down, it's Williams. And a good run as he manages. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Akeem Hicks, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Now back to throw. And it's caught.
And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Swift.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw.
Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
T.J. Hawkinson with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend that. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive
as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 30.